Now this question is on the topic of chemical bonding. Based on the structure of the compound given, we are supposed to find out the possible elements that X, Y, and Z can represent. Now this is a very special question. Most of the time for questions like this, you are given the structure of a covalent compound. For example, you can have something like P, Q, 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 okay, PQ3. Alright, and based on this structure given, we can actually infer the group number of P and Q. Okay, how do we do that? Is by the number of bonds that P and Q are forming. Okay, so if you take a look at this particular structure, P has formed 3 bonds. What it means is that it actually needs 3 electrons for it to be stable. It needs to share 3 electrons for it to be stable. That would tell us that P is actually in group 5. Okay, and then if you look at Q has formed 1 bond, so that means that Q needs to share 1 electron, or Q needs 1 electron to become stable. So Q can either be in group 7, or it can be hydrogen as well. Alright, so questions like these are usually for covalent compounds, but what makes this particular question very unique is that you are given a structure of an ionic compound, and not just that, one of the ion is a polyatomic ion. Now the drawing of dot and cross, or the drawing of structure for polyatomic ions, is not required in the syllabus, which makes solving this question difficult. Alright, but the very straightforward way of solving this question is this. If you look at the structure, there seems to be a polyatomic cation. Cation meaning a positively charged ion that's polyatomic. If you think about the polyatomic ions in your syllabus, there's only one polyatomic cation, which is NH4+, ammonium ion. Alright, so if you check and you relate the unknown polyatomic ion to whatever that we have learned in syllabus, that will allow you to establish that Y could be nitrogen and Z could be hydrogen, and so try to look for an option that is consistent with that, and that would allow us to know that the answer is actually B. Alright, so the structure of the compound shown, it actually represents the compound ammonium chloride.